Okay, now moving on to the third stage. So this is the stage from about 6 years old to about 12 years old. Again, these aren't hard cutoffs, but like approximately. Piaget named the stage the concrete operational stage because children in this stage learn by doing kind of hands-on concrete steps. They can do logical reasoning. So they can do operations like, for instance, math. They can reason through 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. They generally understand that liquid is conserved, so they can now logic through these conservation problems that the previous child couldn't. So whereas before it was the pre-operational stage, they couldn't do these things. In the operational stage, they can. So because Piaget kind of named this stage as being really characterized by hands-on learning, children learn best by doing the things, he had a really heavy influence on how early childhood education is conducted. So this is why in a lot of, elementary school classrooms or whatnot, there's a lot of active learning opportunities, things like, children physically working with glasses or with blocks or kind of working with their hands, doing things, looking at demos, doing sample experiments, those types of things, because that hands-on experience is the best way of picking up information. And then lastly, this stage from about 12 years and up, Piaget classified as the formal operational stage. So this stage extends all the way through adulthood, but it's kind of where you mature the most. It's characterized by mature reasoning abilities. So being able to really reason through, deduction, this leads to this, which leads to this. It leads to a lot of abstract reasoning though too. So this was not present in the previous stage. Abstract reasoning are kind of those vague, like what if types of questions, like what would happen if everyone on Earth became blind tomorrow? Or what would happen if the sky became red? That was a physical thing that happened, but like just being able to reason your way through what those consequences might be of something that you otherwise might not tangibly be able to see. They're better at problem solving. So whereas young children tend to solve problems maybe with trial and error, kind of figuring it out, which is a little bit more inefficient, teens are more likely to kind of think through alternatives. They're able to be more strategic in the way that they solve problems. And then lastly, they experience idealism, which is questions like, what if we could solve world hunger? What if we could um, make poverty go away? What if we could all love one another? Those types of like idealist style questions. Teens are not always content with the practical, less idealistic responses of older adults. They see the world as their oyster and they're able to, do all the things. Now, let's show you an example. One last video here. So this video is short. It's going to show you two children. So one child in this concrete operational stage first, and then a child in their formal operational stage. And they're going to do a deductive reasoning task. So let's see how they perform.